This is the Negro Ninja, and this is going to be part two of the video People and Chicks Try to Invoke Stupidity onto You. Okay, and the example that I want to bring from the other video is when I was at Walmart wearing some workout stuff. I know I was wearing shorts. Okay, and I think I was showing a lot of skin or whatever. Okay, and I'm just standing around, and I see this chick in the aisle. She was black, by the way. And once again, the looking game is starting. She acting like she low key not looking, but then I see her look. You know how that is. And she's waiting on me to approach. Just that type of annoyance shit. Okay. So when I needed help with something, I asked a Walmart nigger, and this nigger did not know anything. They never know nothing. They don't even try. Okay. So she stepped in and says, "I know what this is," and basically educated me on what I was looking for. Okay, now I genuinely did not know what I was looking for. But at the same time, I was kind of exaggerating, you know, like I just really didn't know or something, and she was really getting off on that. Now, this is deep, going back to what I'm talking about with the looking game and shit, and how I get annoyed at how many bitches will gravitate, they'll stare, and they'll think I'm supposed to approach and stuff. And my mom was even telling me that women that do that type of stuff, and she was really saying this because I'm like, I be at the gym or wherever place I be at, and they do it. Been doing this for like 6 months. Ain't nobody ever approached. She said, "Well, you can't expect these people to be right if she gonna stare at you for that long and never even talk to you, didn't initiate no conversation." Now, this right here is giving me more insight. This happened even longer ago than that stuff. So, she doing the same thing they doing. Okay, just looking and all this type of stuff. First she pretended not to, then she looking, you know, blatantly. So when she decides to step in and help me, she did so because she saw what she thought was a weakness. Okay, oh, he's dumb. Like I said, sometimes you even have to play dumb when you're attractive, when you're handsome, just to make bitches feel more comfortable around you. Okay, you have to. Okay, now let's go back to the bold series points. What I talk about with being bold and how chicks like to see that as, a lion in the jungle. Like they act like you a predator trying to get trying to get your prey. But did she not just do something that was predatory? She saw an opportunity and she used that to talk to me because I was pretending to really not know. No, that was predatory because she figured you're dumb. Okay, she felt more in control. It was nothing to talk to you then. Could just walk up to me and say, "Hey, how you doing? You hot? Give me your number." That's what a dude would do to a bitch. And even still, if a dude did something like that, they may still think of him as a predator or something, even if they like him. Women don't like boldness, or a lot of them don't like boldness. Okay. But once again, I'm building back up to what I was going to get to in another video. Okay. Now, once again, I gave the example of how when you're also a decent man, chicks will be looking for ways to get over on you. Ooh, he's decent. What can I get out of him? Hey, I need help with this. Can you drive me here? Can you tell me this? They always thinking of ways to get over on you. Very predatory. Okay, so those are two examples of predatory nature. Okay, then of course the typical example with how they even prey on people that they are in relationships with by using sex as a reward system and bullshit like that. Okay, whatever angle they can use, you had better believe a bitch will leverage it. Okay, they will leverage it. Okay, like I say, talking to these hoes is not only like talking to a con artist. Okay, but they're like talking to shysters and con artists and criminals that's like downtown. I'm talking about like downtown in the ghetto, like the real bad areas, like dusty niggas walking up to you in the street trying to talk to you, trying to hustle you out of something. Okay, like low level type shit. Just imagine them disguised as a whole. You will not know the difference. Oh, this is just typical bitch shit. Okay, that's what you would think. You wouldn't think, oh, she's more low class than a typical chick. You're going to think it's just normal whole behavior. Always trying to get up on you. You talking to a chick. Okay. Just something as simple as asking a simple question. It takes all day to get a simple answer if she decides to give it to you. Most of the time, she just don't give you the answer at all. But right after that, she'll ask you a question. You know, dudes, like I said, you know, you just pretty much just tell chick, oh, I do this, I'm this old, I do that. Never ask a woman her age. Never ask a woman how much she weighs. Always something. I don't see how that's any of your business. They'll just do you like that. Okay. They will do you like that. They don't want nothing to, you know. It's always, like I say, the best way to describe it would be like the intro in the Jetsons. Dun, 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 dun. And then they get to the part where he hands her what's his name, George Jetson hands her a few dollars out of his wallet, and he, you know, as soon as he does that, she snatches the wallet from him. Caught him off guard. That's what it's like dealing with these hoes. Okay, that's what they always try to do. Very predatory. Okay, now once again, go back to the example. Why are decent men rewarded with predatory behavior from a hoe? Okay, so if you putting something out there, you put out niceness, you expect to get a nice gesture. I court you, I expect to have this in return. Okay, I expect to have this in return. I'm doing things to get me some pussy. I expect some pussy in return. I don't expect to go home and beat my meat. Okay, unless we going home and I get to beat my meat all over her face and ejaculate. That's the only time you're supposed to beat your meat when dealing with these hoes. Okay, are you finna ejaculate on her, or are you just tired? Maybe you just want to look at her and beat your meat. You ain't supposed to go home beating your meat thinking, damn, I wish I got that. Okay. Okay, now once again, just building up to this point. Okay, that reward, you know, decentness, you know, basically straightforwardness with predatory behavior. You know, the straightforwardness, they'll curve you and just open up a door for you. You think the door is open and you think you're finna go somewhere, and you just walk into a brick wall like Road Runner, doing that to Wile E. Coyote. Okay, just no reason. It's like they just get off on it. They just feel good. Them bitches are just like Loki and Thor, you know. But they just see something. I just want to fuck with you. Okay, why? Okay, why? And then, like I said, I'm finna tell y'all an old story. I remember one time I had a bitch over here. Okay, you know, but she didn't want to do nothing. Okay, well, you know, we just basically doing shit. I got over here and I'm basically playing with her and all this type of stuff. And I'm trying to lay my penis on her forehead, but basically just trying to do foreplay or whatever and lead up to it. And then she's like, no, I can't do it. I said, so you gonna come all the way over here in my house alone and tell me that you can't do it? You don't want to do it? Like, why are you over here? You're just very sadistic, just an evil bitch. I said, y'all women are just very strange. Okay, because women are they do reckless shit. I said, how you know I ain't the type of nigga that'll try to take the pussy? Guess what she said? You never know. I promise you. Like, and the way she said it, like I'm not exaggerating. Okay, like she was like like she wanted to happen low key or something. Okay, but for the most part, these hoes be knowing what type of dudes they dealing with. But like I'm saying, they try to invoke stupid shit onto you. Okay, so like I said, man, I can even show y'all videos, okay, of other dudes in similar situations and how they were responding. But you know, that's another topic. But yeah, you gonna come to a nigga's house, nobody's here, and like I said, you can't even get a bitch to talk alone when you trying to get her fucking phone number. Sometimes if you did want to approach, and you be like, dang, I can't wait for the right opportunity because the bitch just ain't setting me up to talk to her in private. And you'll just basically risk embarrassing yourself in front of everybody because that's what she wants. Okay, that's something she's trying to invoke out of you. I mean, trying to get up out of you, invoke out of you, invoke on you. Okay, so once again, these type of frustrations, she's putting you in this situation. She put herself in this situation to put you in the same situation. Okay, So after all that, and she knows, she thinking about it, whole always calculating. Okay, a narcissist is always calculating. That's the same thing. Okay, so this shit is not just something that caught her off guard. Okay, she's trying to bring that shit up out of you. Okay, she the type of person that'll say, "Why are you so polite? That's just so fake." So a woman telling you some shit like that and then put you in that situation. Tell me if I'm not being too far fetched. What do you think? Okay, because you got to connect dots with people and hoes in general. Okay, nothing they do is really ever really random. It just seem random because they just do it. They just break the rhythm. Okay, then let's just think about typical bitch behavior with how they walk outside dressing and the behavior they got, especially feminists talking about. So it don't matter. You should control yourself. Hey, bitch, be walking outside in a thong. Okay, it's one thing she walking outside in a thong, but if she just comes and then just happen to do this number here in front of your face, you better control yourself. Have some self-control. She back and put a pussy in your face. Why is she in the G-string? Have self-control. The fuck is your problem? Okay, I'm telling you, that's how they think. Okay, now they will tell you this type of shit, okay, but don't have self-control when it comes to eating. Bitch, you ain't even hungry. You just see some food. Or you just trying to eat out of principle because you just know you can have it. Proof of this is fat bitches. How many of them do you see? Too many of them. So you can't tell me that's a lie. Bitch was hot the other day. Why she looked like Pillsbury Doughboy's sister? Okay. And she's still getting by because she's cute. Just a little cute chubbiness. Okay. But just think about that right there. Chicks always, well, a lot of them always do this type of stuff. Always trying to tempt a man. They got to walk outside and get validation. This ain't for you, honey. Bull, BS like that. Once again, frustration opens you up to negativity, negative thoughts. Okay, and God says cast down evil imaginations. So once you just start thinking about negative stuff, then other imaginations pop up. Stupid bitch. Oh, I can't stand this stupid bitch. Stupid hoe. If she would have did that to this dude, this nigga would rape her. Okay, then they try to get you right there. Okay, then you might even want something to happen to this bitch because she most likely have done something bitchy to you prior. And then remember that video that I was playing on this stream with the interview of the narcissist. You remember that video with that Negro talking? Well, nigga talking. Okay. And he was even saying, I don't think I skipped up this part though, but he was basically saying that narcissism has like a snowball effect. So you do something wrong to one person and they do something wrong to the other. Okay, so he basically give you game. Okay, basically telling you why people do what they do. Okay, they're just evil and filthy, just disgusting. Okay, and hoes, like I said, they be trying to turn decent men into bad guys. Okay, then you got people trying to tell you how to get pussy easier by telling you to be a bad guy. Bitch ass niggas and bitch ass bitches. Same thing. Bitches are the word and words are bitch. Okay, predatory behavior. Okay, they reward decent behavior with predatory behavior. So they reward your hold on, let me see how to say this quote. Okay, it's very confusing because I don't know why people would do this type of shit. So so let's say so this is Proverbs, because I remember David complaining about this too. Whoso rewardeth evil for good, evil shall not depart from his house. Okay, now you understand why these hoes is, dealing with what they dealing with these stupid motherfuckers. Because when you reward evil for good, that's just the cycle you're going to keep going there. God flat out just said it. And this is Proverbs 17:13. Okay, so evil should not depart from her house. So that brings the question back up. Well, actually, not the question, because I just pretty much gave you the answer. Okay, which puzzles me to why people even wonder why these serial killers, criminals, and etc. appeal to these hoes. Okay, but I'm gonna focus on the serial killers because, in my opinion, that's the best example. Okay, because those serial killers, you can just look at, oh, he's a killer, he's this, that, and this. Serial killer don't want to be caught. Okay, so that's the best example in my opinion compared to, and I think that's what appeals to these hoes the most. But I remember listening to a Ted Bundy interview on the radio. I'm just running errands. Okay, and it caught me off guard because it was something on the radio. They was basically saying, why are people evil and this, that, and this? And me being me, I'm just thinking like, why would they even ask this type of question? This is an insult to my intelligence. Okay, and I was low key thinking about turning it. Okay, I'm like, whatever. And then they was talking about Job and all this type of stuff, getting it wrong. I was like, no, this supposed to be, I think it was a Christian channel. If I'm not, I forgot what it was, but and they just basically saying, why are people evil? Why do God allow this? And just stupid questions like that. And then even when Job asked God, all God did was say, who are you to question me? And I'm like, that is not what God told Job. Y'all, so I'm getting more annoyed or whatever, but I'm running errands. I'm just driving. I think I was at the bank or something, or ATM drive through or something. Then right after that, they was talking about Ted Bundy and all this type of stuff. And that could be what the whole thing was about. Okay. Then they showed Ted, but hear him talking. Okay, show a clip of him talking. Ted Bundy is extremely intelligent. Okay, very articulate, like all evil is. Like the highest levels are very articulate. But and he is what you would call red pill. Okay, a lot of people would call him red pill. He sounds like people that would be up here making videos. Okay. Matter of fact, if he made videos, he would probably be one of the top people. Okay, that's just my theory. And then he just basically saying, yeah, women are bad and this, that, and this. Of course, I don't agree. Like, I'm just picking through what he's saying, though, because I'm not finna agree with what no serial killer is actually saying because he's evil, but he's clearly the devil. But I'm just saying that he knows bitch nature. Well, let's not really call it bitch nature per se. Just a lot of bitches are narcissists. But he has a very good understanding of the average woman who, is a narcissist. And all types of stuff. And I was trying to find that interview on YouTube, but I just don't know what it's called. I don't know which one it was because he got 1,000 of them. But I was looking at his final interview. I couldn't really get into it. Okay, because I'm like, whatever. He ain't really saying shit that really grabbed me, like how he was talking shit right there. But the only reason why I was listening to him talking shit that time was because he was talking about, yeah, and how he noticed that since he was analyzing his mama, how he noticed that chicks was bad. And so I was listening to that part. I'm like, yeah, he intelligent, but he's still evil. So I couldn't really listen to it. So I'm looking at the comments. Okay, and I'm looking at what people say. And apparently he has a degree in psychology. Okay, now I want to say that because I noticed that a lot of whores, like a lot of promiscuous women, okay, that I have dealt with, I got a degree in psychology. Like hoes love to get a degree in psychology so they can fuck with niggas' mind. That's the only reason why they like it. But I'm reading some of these comments and I'm just looking at how many people just talking about how he is a master of manipulation. Notice how all the things he say is only things he want to hear. He's lying through his teeth in the interview. I really couldn't focus on this interview. I had to stop. Okay. Somebody said the reason he's so terrifying to me is because he's so relaxed. He's playing you, but you don't know how or what you can do to stop it because he's so goddamn good at it. So apparently everybody in the comment section has a degree in psychology now. This is 2 different comments. And one thing I noticed, the chicks that I saw that I know is chicks was saying stuff like this right here. Hold on. It's scary how normal he seems and how calm he is whilst talking about the women he brutally murdered. There's a chick talking. He acts so sincere and he knows exactly what he wants people to hear. So manipulative. Okay, now let me read another one that I know a girl said. Weird bitch. I don't know why I'm so obsessed with serial killers. Don't worry, I'm not a murderer. I just love things like this. Okay. Okay, now as I'm looking through right now, I am seeing some chicks talk shit about him, which is good. But for the most part, the chicks that's talking is all talking about how manipulative he is. Now, these two chicks that I just read, bubbly chubbly, he's talking with such proper language that people aren't used to today that it's hard to fully understand. He's giving lengthy answers, and yet he's giving roundabout answers that semi-answer the question. And that's how hoes want you to talk to them, though. You know, because that type of shit will get them more drawn in, you know. So they naturally do this type of stuff, like the dating game and all this type of stuff. You can't just be straightforward with a lot of these women. Okay, these hoes. Okay. Someone said he maintained his charm through the end. Okay, they actually bashing this dude though. That's good. They bashing him. But as for these two that I just read, I think they just talking about something that they like about him. How manipulative he is. But it's a lot of women that actually like that dude. Okay. Okay, and people just wondering why. Like, there's so many topics on this shit. You know, Charles Manson getting letters and shit. Women probably sending him underwear. They fucking him in prison, and they love Ted Bundy. That shit crazy. Okay, now what makes this extra stupid to me is chicks that you know probably talking shit about him might probably low key like this nigga. Okay, and there's a reason why I'm saying all this because the shit that's been happening in the past few days. I've been getting into some trouble with these hoes just by keeping it real and shit. Okay, then once again, it can just be something simple, like, you know, you just telling them something. You're not even talking about them, and they just getting mad. And I'm just like, yeah, I see why they like serial killers. Okay, they talking shit about me and stuff. Okay, but they would never say that about Ted Bundy. Well, at least Ted Bundy's this. They'll do that type of stuff. Any bitch that'll give you a hard time. 'Cause I was talking to one home who was just getting over her shitty boyfriend. But I'm like, how you get mad at me for telling you the truth and what he did was wrong? You suspect that he fucked you, dated your sister and stuff, but you get mad at me for the shit I say. That don't make any sense. Stupid. Okay, like the Proverbs say, he that rewards evil for good, evil should never leave his house. Let me see if I read that right, said that right. He who returns evil for good, evil will not depart from his house. And that's what these hoes is doing. Okay, very easy to get into arguments with this bitch. Okay. And once again, I think they just get mad because you say stuff that's true and you say it all calmly and collected. And I think they just low key want you to act like the asshole that they are fucking. Okay, just basically trying to draw you into it with negativity or whatever. Now, the dumb thing about this is it's not even necessarily about saying things that, you know, she finds controversial because it's true about her indirectly. But just something as simple as, you know, you're just talking to chicks or whatever. Maybe she get too attached. Okay, you know, because they just strange. Just anything positive, they just reward for evil. Hold on, let me see if I said that correct. Who returns evil for good. Okay, so see, that shit is just so hard to keep up with because it's just so damn dumb that anybody would do it. But you know, that's just what they'll do. They'll return evil for good. You know, so I like you too much. We got to stop talking. You know, they just ghost on you, just disappear. You'll never know why. Okay, but once again, I can do a whole nother topic about that, but it'd be other reasons too. But that's for another day. Okay, so just being positive around women too much is just, you know, some women too much. It's just too much going on with these hoes. Okay, now once again, Proverbs 17:13. Whoso rewardeth evil for good, evil should not depart from his house. Okay. And that is why some bitches love these criminals and serial killers and assholes in general. Okay. Lovers of themselves, just like God said how he turned these people over to a reprobate mind in Romans. They're lovers of themselves. These shitty bitches are lovers of themselves, and that's what they see. And these people are doing what they really want to do, but just don't, know how to do without getting caught or whatever. But that's all I got to say since this is almost 30 minutes. And this has been the Negro Ninja bringing you your Negro message for today, Negro out.